Here's an area right out by the house. The house is right there. And in fact, there's my wheelbarrow and things like that. And the dog's wondering what I'm talking about. Hi guys. And what I hope to do is clean this area up. Down past those coconut trees is an area there's always a lot of high grass and some really nasty stuff in there growing that is very tough for my grass cutter, my weed whacker, to cut through. And so I've been going back in there and just ripping it out by hand, because what I want is that grass. I want to make compost. And you know, I cut the grass up here, but I try to keep it short so I don't get that much grass for compost. But when I look down here, man, there's a ton of it, and it's just a pain to get through there because all the little thick growth in there. So what I've been doing for the past couple of days, going in here and ripping it all out. I just raked all this up. But see, look at that tall grass. I want that grass and all of this stuff. I'm going to cut it up. So I'm ready finally. It goes all the way over there. Here's some of the stuff I'm talking about. There's just a ton of this here. And see, I can rip it out. Just pull it out. And that's what I've been doing. And I pulled out a ton of it. In fact, I put it over here in a pile that I will be burning up. I want to keep it away from hurting these little coconut trees here. But that's some of it. There's another bigger pile over this way. You can see a lot of it up there. Piled all that up. So, a lot of good grass here for compost. But look at this ground. You know, they say that it's not a good place to grow stuff up here in Hampang, in this barangay. You look at the ground, they say, yeah, too rocky. Well, yeah, look at that. Rocks everywhere. Look at this igneous rock. Where'd this come from? Well, you look up there. That's an old volcano. Okay, and there's just stuff scattered all around here like that. So I don't know what I'll do with this area. It's probably a good spot to just grow these coconut trees. There's a banana tree, a couple more banana trees, but we let the local farmers, a couple of them, they're relatives. They come in here and they let their cows eat the grass, but we don't want them near the trees because they'll eat these trees, you know. And so they normally have to keep over there. You can see almost a demarcation where they allowed to eat. What they do otherwise is the guys come here and actually cut the grass by hand. They cut all this by hand with a knife, like a big machete, and they just stoop over and just cut it. I used to do it like that. Forget it. That's why I got my big weed whacker. But look at all this area. They do go in there sometimes and cut that grass. And I feel, you know, like I would love to use that for compost, but I like to also let them use the grass for their cows. And the way I look at it is they give me their cow manure for free. So it's already composted. The guy has a big pile of it. And it's been composting for, like he says, some of it's been there for a year, composting. And you look at it, it's awesome. It doesn't look like poo. Hey, here's a close shot of the guy with the helicopter. I haven't seen him around for a long time. It's probably been 3 weeks to a month since he's been here. He usually lands up on the top there. He's building another building, as you can see, to store his helicopters. He has it built like Fort Knox. He opens up the windows and the doors and all that when he's here, and but right now he has it closed up pretty good. And you got to realize it could be a typhoon come through here and just rip that place apart. Let's look at the other building that he had built. I really like that. It's like a guest house. The wind's kicking up. I hope it's not too loud. Yeah, look at that. And a killer view from up there. No power lines in his way. Yeah. So, back there toward the house. And there's the old, I don't know, like a little hut. That's a pretty decent view too, right there, I think. Little kids come from school and they climb in this tree right there and pick the fruits off of it. And we don't use the fruits. I don't even know what it is, but they just play around in that tree. You can see on the mountain there some of the old volcanic stuff that came down. Very rough territory over there. So, pretty cool. Good stuff. I'm going to stop this because I feel the wind and I'm sure it's making a lot of noise in the camera.